Hey there! Ready to dive into the world of entrepreneurship? You've been digging into financial freedom and shared Daniel Priestley's insights with us, specifically his interview on the diary of a CEO.
Yeah.
So buckle up, because we're about to unpack his unique take on turning a mere $100 into a thriving business.
And what's intriguing about Priestley is that he doesn't just stop at the surface level advice of follow your passion.
Right.
He digs deeper, offering a more grounded perspective on building a lasting business.
Right. He talks about this life force energy. Think of it as your entrepreneurial fuel.
Yeah.
And it's tied to this concept of being irreplaceable.
It's about finding what you excel at, that unique spark you bring to the table. Like anyone can learn a magic trick.
Right.
But it's the magician's charisma, their energy that makes it captivating. It's their unique flavor. What's that special something you bring to the table that others don't?
It's about owning what you're passionate about. You know that feeling when you're so engrossed in something you lose track of time? That's life force energy in action. Priestley argues that's what makes you stand out in the crowded marketplace of ideas.
He actually challenges the oversimplified follow your passion mantra. Because let's face it, passion alone won't carry you through the tough times every entrepreneur faces. Instead, he emphasizes aligning your origin story, your mission, and your vision.
He tells a story about holding a garage sale as a kid after his family experienced a house fire.
Oh, wow.
A difficult situation turned into a positive experience for him. That experience became part of his origin story, shaping his view of using business as a force for good. It's about pinpointing those defining moments that have shaped your own journey, those glimpses into your strengths.
So think about your own life.
Yeah.
What experiences have shaped how you view work and success? Those seemingly small wins often reveal your unique strengths.
So how do we tap into this life force energy? Priestley emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people and seeking out environments that energize you. He calls it social shedding.
It's not about cutting people off, but recognizing that as you evolve, so do your connections. You'll naturally gravitate towards people who resonate with your energy and ambitions. Think about joining a dance class.
Okay.
It can be intimidating at first, but once you're surrounded by others who share your passion, it becomes invigorating.
You feed off each other's energy.
Exactly.
Priestley suggests finding those entrepreneurial spaces, meetups, online communities, mentorships. Immerse yourself in that world.
Even if it's just for a little bit each week, those interactions can spark new ideas and help you tap into your own potential. It's like stepping into a room buzzing with possibilities.
And that leads us to another key aspect of Priestley's approach, testing your ideas in the real world.
He's a firm believer in getting out of your head and into the market.
So instead of...
Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis.
Right.
Test your ideas early and often.
And he offers a brilliant low-cost strategy for doing just that, the waiting list. Remember when Elon Musk launched the Cybertruck with that unconventional design?
It was a masterclass in market validation.
Yeah.
Before a single truck was produced, Musk opened up a waiting list and millions of people put down deposits.
Exactly. It proved there was a real demand, even for something that seemed outlandish to some. That's the beauty of a waiting list. It allows you to gauge interest without heavy upfront investment.
Priestley emphasizes that this experimental mindset is crucial for entrepreneurs. Don't be afraid to iterate, to pivot, or even to scrap an idea if it's not resonating. It's all valuable data.
He talks about another effective strategy for gathering insights: discussion groups. Before diving headfirst into launching a product or service, create a space where you can engage with your target audience.
Imagine you're thinking about opening a gym. Instead of immediately signing a lease and buying equipment, why not create an online group for people interested in fitness?
That's a great idea. You could use the group to understand their needs, their pain points, what they're looking for in a gym. It's like conducting market research in real time.
And these strategies are accessible to anyone, regardless of their budget. You don't need a huge marketing budget, just a willingness to connect with your potential customers.
He also mentions using online assessments as a way to gather data and position yourself as an authority. Think quizzes, polls, or even personality tests related to your niche.
These assessments not only provide valuable insights, but also engage your audience and establish your expertise.
Now let's talk about something Priestley calls the power of the ask. He believes many of us, especially starting out, don't ask for enough.
He shares these amazing anecdotes about his younger self.
Okay.
Like at 16, recognizing a need for vending machines at his school, he emailed companies and secured a meeting with a CEO all within a day.
Wow.
And it gets better.
Okay.
At 18, he needed expensive camera equipment for his business. He reached out to companies offering logo placement in his videos in exchange for a loan.
Wow.
And he secured £10,000 worth of equipment from Samsung. It underscores the power of confidently and clearly articulating your request.
He doesn't just send out random emails, though. He approaches these asks with what he calls with or without you energy.
It's about projecting confidence, signaling that you're a key player, that things are in motion with or without someone else's involvement.
It's like creating this aura of momentum that draws people in.
People are drawn to those who are already making things happen. It's about creating a sense of, I'm going places and you're welcome to come along.
So what makes for a compelling ask? Priestley breaks it down with the acronym CAPSTONE.
It stands for Clarity, Authority, Problem Solution, the Why Opportunity, Next Steps, and Essence.
Clarity is about making your request easy to understand. Authority is demonstrating your knowledge in the area. Problem and solution focus on identifying a need and offering a way to address it.
The why is crucial for conveying your passion and commitment, while opportunity highlights the benefits for the person you're asking.
Next steps provide clear, actionable items for them to take. And finally, essence is about leaving a lasting positive impression.
Think about the outreach messages that grab your attention. They usually demonstrate genuine interest, offer something valuable, and have a clear call to action.
Priestley stresses the importance of reciprocity. It's about creating win-win situations where both parties benefit.
Instead of just asking for something, consider what you can offer in return. It could be as simple as sharing your expertise or connecting them with someone in your network.
He also reminds us it's a numbers game. Not every ask will be a yes, and that's okay.
Persistence is key. He once sent out 3,000 cold messages for a business launch. He wasn't expecting a response from everyone, but knew that reaching a large audience increased his chances of finding the right connections.
And don't be afraid to think big. He talks about the psychology of scarcity, like limited time offers to make your proposition more enticing.
Think about festivals like Glastonbury.
Okay.
They don't just sell tickets, they create a buzz by limiting availability and building anticipation.
It's like those join the waiting list now buttons. They tap into that fear of missing out.
Priestley also encourages resourcefulness.
Yeah.
He believes everything we need is already out there. It's just about having the right conversations. He once wanted to host a party on a yacht, so he simply reached out to yacht owners, offering them a chance to host a unique event.
So he just found a bunch of yacht owners and said, hey, can I have a party on your yacht?
Basically, it's about seeing possibilities where others might not.
That's amazing. Maybe your local bakery has excess kitchen space in the evenings. Could you use it to host cooking classes?
Exactly. Be open to creative solutions and don't be afraid to ask.
Now get ready to rethink your whole approach to starting a business, because Priestley throws out the blank sheet of paper and encourages exploring boring boomer businesses.
He believes these established businesses are often overlooked gold mines, ripe for revitalization and acquisition.
He's talking about businesses that have been around for years, maybe run by someone nearing retirement who lacks a succession plan.
Instead of starting from scratch, Priestley suggests acquiring one of these businesses, often with minimal upfront capital.
He shares an example of a friend who acquired a company called Kit King.
Okay.
The previous owner relied on outdated systems, but the new owner digitized everything, revitalized the team, and saw 500% growth in 2 years.
Wow.
And he did it without any initial investment. He negotiated a vendor sale, essentially paying for the business with profits generated by the business itself.
That's incredible. So how does that work? It sounds almost too good to be true.
Right.
The key is approaching these business owners with a solid plan, showcasing how you can add value, boost profitability, and perhaps even offer them a comfortable exit strategy.
It's a win-win for everyone involved. The previous owner gets to enjoy their retirement, the business gets a new lease on life, and you get a head start.
Priestley argues that this is a more accessible path to entrepreneurship, especially for those without significant capital or a high-risk tolerance.
He calls them boring boomer businesses, or BBBs, and emphasizes they're everywhere.
He points out that a significant portion of business equity is owned by baby boomers, many of whom will need to hand over the reins in the coming years.
And these aren't just laundromats, right?
Absolutely not. We're talking businesses across all industries. Manufacturing, retail services, you name it.
Wow.
It's about finding those hidden gems and polishing them up for a new generation.
It's like entering a race midway already having built up momentum. You're not starting from zero.
Precisely. And remember, even a boring business can be made exciting.
Inject your life force energy into it, create a vibrant culture, and build a team passionate about the work.
He reminds us that even companies like Social Chain, could have started by acquiring an existing marketing agency.
That's a really good point.
Priestley emphasizes two essential skills for this: sales and deal structuring.
You need to convince the current owner you're the right fit and understand the financial and legal aspects of acquisition.
And he suggests leveraging tools like ChatGPT to help.
Imagine having a team of experts at your fingertips. You could ask ChatGPT to act as a CFO and guide you through structuring a deal or drafting terms.
It's incredible how technology is democratizing information and expertise.
So what have we learned? Don't be afraid to think outside the box, to reach out to negotiate and to see potential where others might not.
Priestley's insights provide a refreshing perspective on entrepreneurship. It's about resourcefulness, resilience, and building something meaningful, whether it's from the ground up or by breathing new life into an existing venture.
Speaking of meaningful, let's shift gears and explore how Priestley believes we can thrive in an increasingly AI-driven world. So we've talked about finding your life force energy and unearthing opportunities, but how does this all play out in an age of AI? Priestley doesn't shy away from addressing the elephant or maybe the robot in the room.
Right. He actually compares this moment in history to the Titanic hitting the iceberg.
Oh, wow.
We might still be dancing on the deck,
Yeah.
but the reality is AI is set to transform everything.
It's a pretty powerful image, right? But he doesn't see it as all doom and gloom. He believes AI can be an incredible tool if we learn to use it strategically.
He talks about AI excelling at content, but lacking context. Think about it. AI can generate text images, even music, but it doesn't understand the why behind it.
It's like having a super efficient assistant who can handle tasks, but you still need to be the one setting the vision, making the strategic decisions.
Exactly. In this AI-driven world, our ability to provide context, to connect the dots and see the bigger picture, that's where our value lies.
He even challenges the idea that AI will automatically lead to everyone becoming a solopreneur.
Right. While AI empowers individuals to do more independently, he believes teams will still hold a significant advantage. Even with access to cutting-edge AI leaders like Sam Altman at OpenAI, still rely on teams.
That speaks volumes, doesn't it? It shows that collaboration, the synergy of diverse minds working together, remains vital even in a world increasingly shaped by AI.
The exchange of ideas, the shared understanding of context, the ability to bounce ideas off each other, those are things AI can't replicate.
It's not about humans versus AI, but about finding ways to leverage the strengths of both.
Absolutely. Priestley urges us to view AI as a creative tool, not just a source of information or entertainment. He distinguishes between being a creator versus a consumer in an AI world.
We've all fallen into that trap of endless scrolling, consuming content curated by algorithms. But Priestley encourages us to break free from that passive consumption.
Yeah, he challenges us. What will you create with AI? Will you let it consume you, or will you wield its power to tell your stories, solve problems, and bring your vision to life?
It's about taking control and leveraging these tools to amplify your creativity, not stifle it.
He envisions a future where we use AI to achieve superhuman levels of productivity and creativity. But it requires a shift in mindset.
Yeah.
We must see ourselves not just as users of AI, but as its collaborators, its directors, its artists.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Daniel Priestley's insights, what are some key takeaways for our listeners?
Well, one thing that really stands out is the importance of finding that life force energy. It's about identifying what truly excites you, what makes you come alive.
And it's not just about passion. It's about aligning that passion with your skills, your experiences, and your values.
Right. And don't be afraid to experiment, to test your ideas in the real world, and to be open to unexpected opportunities.
Like those boring boomer businesses we talked about. Sometimes the most promising ventures are hiding in plain sight.
Exactly. And as AI continues to reshape the business landscape, it's crucial to embrace a creator mindset. Use these powerful tools to amplify your vision and bring your ideas to life.
So to our listeners out there, what will you create? What will be your next move?